think we're good. Yes, I will definitely be saving this time. So, hit continue. Oh man, it is coming down out there. Okay. So this is a makeup for sucking. Last night, we derailed a couple times, and then I went back a second time after derailing, after running through a switch, and I wasn't paying attention to my speed, and I slammed into a string of cars and derailed again. So here we are. We're going to make it up. I said I was going to make it up, and I'm making it up. All right. It is really coming down out there, but something that we did learn last time was that it's dynamic weather, which means rain will stop at some point. So, just a quick introduction. This is Train Simulator 2022. This is the Soldier Summit Upper to Salt Lake City expansion. And we're going to run some trains. We're going to be switching in Roper Yard, Salt Lake City. I think it's in Salt Lake City or nearby. And we're going to be following the instructions in the driver's guide here, tying onto some cars, setting them over to the track, and it looks like we're building a train. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, this is a makeup from the disaster that was yesterday. So here we go. First thing we're gonna do is put this GP9 that we have. GP9 number 5951 is our engine today. And we're gonna start making our way back to the other end of the yard and tie onto those cars. And gosh, you know, something I really wish I could do just to like make everything work way better is to go and do this all from the other end of the yard, because this is not the way to do this. I think I said yesterday that, you know, it's very difficult to switch in a yard when all the cars are at this end of the yard and you're doing all the work from that end of the yard. And if there was a clear track that I could just do all of this from the other end, I don't think it would notice. And I think the only thing is the cars would be out of order, but I don't think Train Simulator is smart enough to realize that. Slow that guy down a little bit. Looks like a coal train going through the yard right there. Yeah, I kind of feel like I should run up a clear track. I'm going to clear this track out right here, and then I could make that next move from the other end and do it all from this end. This would be much easier than doing it from the other end. And I feel like that's what they should have done in the first place. So, trying to think, how should I do this? I could use 805 track. That's the track right there. And that's probably what I should have done. So, you know, we're gonna start this off right by going to the other end of the yard and doing this work from the other end. And that's gonna make things go a lot faster. I'm not sure why that wasn't done in the first place, but we're gonna do that. And we're also going to check our switches, because one thing with this Roper Yard Switcher activity was that, I know I keep calling it activity, but one thing with this was that you have to check your switches before you start switching, because your switching lead, you have switches that are against you, and then when you change directions that first time, you're going to know pretty quickly, because you're going to run through a switch and you're going to derail. And it's not a mistake. It's not an error in the game. It's just there's a switch that's lined against you. So you really have to watch your speed with this, because it's does not. This engine really gets up to speed pretty quickly. Alright, so we're going to be coming out of the track that we're currently in, which is track 35, and then we're going to go to the other end of the yard, so that we do this from the right side of the yard. And I don't know if it's going to cause any issues later on, but I guess I don't really think it would. I don't really think it's going to hurt us that much. Okay. So another thing that I learned is that when you have a green banner, that means that switch is lined for the reverse. It means it's lined up for the other track. It's kind of hard to tell because it looks like that switch isn't lined either way, but that was the switch right there. Okay. I like how it lined up for us though as we ran through it. So that switch is lined up for us now, almost like it did it automatically. Man, we're already making mistakes. Okay. Switch is now lined for 805 track, and that switch lined up properly as well. See, that would be the wrong way, and that would be the right way. I don't even know how I'm able to do that. The engine's like sitting right on top of it. But whatever. Okay. Alright, backing her up. See if I derail. At least I haven't gone too far in this activity then, if that's the case. Alright. We're already going over speed. Yeah, it doesn't take much. It does not take much to get over speed on this. So, we're gonna go back to the other end of the yard. This is the lead we should have been working off of. Okay. So this switch right here. Currently lined for... It's so hard to tell with these switches, but okay. So it's currently lined up. Okay. Alright, so that switch is lined up the right way, because the first cut of cars that we have to grab is the cut of cars that's right next to it on the other track there, so that switch is good. Moving? We moving. Alright. Afraid to put any throttle on it, because it's just gonna take off on me again. Don't stop. You can keep going. All right, so same thing here. We're going to check these switches, see how they're lined up. That one needs to be lined up the right way. It wasn't. And what about you? Look like you're good. Red seems to mean that it's lined for the lead, so... Alright. Look like you're good. Red seems to mean it's lined. Alright. And those switches all seem to be pretty good too, so I think we're okay. Alright. So, go to not far enough, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so we're going to pick these cars up off of 35 track right here, and we're going to set them to 805 track, which is right next to it. So, line that switch. It switches lines, all right. Driving interface off. And here we go. Gonna start moving again. I think I said in the last video about how impressed I was with this route. I was not expecting the amount of the detail that I found on it. The amount of detail and just, I don't know, it's really well put together. Alright, so we're good to tie on. We're gonna head that way. Speed up a little bit here. Here we go. I guess not. Okay. There we go. And these guys will take off on you. Look at that. Man, look at that. It's so sensitive that we put it on the side. Okay, well, then we gotta restart again. Darn it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get there. We are gonna get there. Man. All right. Okay. Yeah, let's do this again. All right. So, I don't know. Is there something I can do in here to... I don't think so. Sunlight intensity. It's just... contrast. I feel like that would have helped last night. I feel like that brightens it up a little bit. All right. well, whatever. We weren't... Okay, continue. So, yeah, we know at this point. We're trying again. I feel like I need to save it at every turn. And going back out. Alright. The 5951, this is a good looking engine right here. Look at this thing. It is nice and clean. Alright, so let's go ahead and do what we were going to do the first time. We're going to do it again, which is bring this engine forward and go to the other end of the yard. We'll start from there. We're going to get it this time. Like I said, I didn't even have the throttle out that much. It was barely moving, and it just took off on me. There's no play in it whatsoever. That switch lined up. That was our problem last time. Get this switch lined up the right way. Okay, so we're back over here. Look at that, we're all ready. It takes nothing. It takes nothing to start moving, but once you're moving... Man, I feel like I gotta have like a constant brake on or something. That's bad. Okay. We got it this time though, we're gonna do it. Okay, so we're going into 805 track this time to do the runaround move. As I just said, we are going to go to the other end of the yard and switch it from that end because there's no reason to switch. From this end of the yard, it's got such a long distance to go, and it's just, that's not how you would do it. The only reason you would do that is if you had like another train on the other end of the yard working the other end of the yard. Like if there were two switchers working in the yard at the same time, maybe the yard master might say, hey, go to the other end of the yard and work from there. But till then, it's not really a reason. And I don't see another train working at the other end of the yard, so I don't really see a reason to. Quickly jump out just so I can change one little setting on OBS Studio, if I can find it. I want to fix that, because... Alright. Back to the game. May as well save it at this point, huh? Okay, there we go. So now we're going to make our way to the other end of the yard. I feel like I need to have a little bit of brake on. Okay, so that was what I was going to say. I was trying to alleviate the issue of going too fast by just having a little brake on constantly. And that doesn't seem to work, because once you start moving, once you put that brake on, it's hard to get moving. Like if you're coming from a dead stop. So I think one thing to, I guess, say, to make an observation is that you want to stay close to your engine, because it'll get away from you really quickly. Like right there, it's really got away from me. Go down and check our switch. Okay. lines. Nope, we were right. This one needs lined up. Okay. That should be good. And here we come. Doing okay. Not going too fast. Coming back to tie on. All right, not doing too bad now. We want a couple at about 4 miles per hour, something around 4. So we're doing okay. There we go, that was a good joint. All right. Backing up. We have some cars now, that's going to help out with the braking. So we'll ride this to the switch and then we'll hop off. And yeah, that's how we're going to do this. I think this is working out finally. Okay so far. Get on the ground here. That's the way we're really doing it the right way. Walk out a little bit just to see the end of your train. Good there. Doing about 9 miles an hour right now, so we're okay there. Got 3 cars to go. Cars to go. One car. Half a car. That will do. Right there. Okay. Good. So far, so good. All right. We're lined up for 805 track. We're going to back them up. And okay, so far so good. Yeah, all right. Set these cars in over here. So all we have to do is get him in this track right here. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to get him to the clearance point. I'm going to cut him off and then go to the next set of cars. So I think we're good. Doing okay. There's the RailBlazer again. He's coming in to stop. I think the next train's that Amtrak train after that. And it stops much better now that it's... I think we're firmly in this track right now. We don't want to go too far. So now we want to uncouple. Alright, and then let's see. Go back to the driver's guide. Did that task... we show that task complete now? It's as if it doesn't show it at all. I don't know. Not showing me if I did it at all. Alright, well, whatever. What was that? Yeah, it doesn't show me that I completed the first task, which was coupling those cars, and I did. Huh. That's so weird. Okay, well, we're just going to keep going with this, because... yeah. There's a sense of accomplishment when you actually do that, but it's not going to show me now, so whatevs. We're going on to the next move, which... Alright, so we're done with this. We know we're done with that move. We dropped these cars off. We did that move. We got her. And then we gotta move on to the next one, which is going to this 34 track and tying onto 10 cars. Alright, backing up. Or going forward, or whatever. We keep going. That's fine. We're gonna do it that way, and that'll work. We know what we're doing. Go a little bit faster than that. So the track we want to go to is that track right there. So we don't have to go too far to get to that. That's it right there, so. Line that switch. Line up. That switch should be good. That's the track we want right there. Keeping it down to 10. Doing okay so far. We really got to watch that speed. And then, remember, we want to get it down to about 4 by the time we make that joint. So, doing okay. Right now at 5. And now we're at 4. We're at coupling speed, so shouldn't be too bad. Almost afraid at this point. Okay. Got her. Stretch her a bit. Yeah, looks like we got her. Okay. Make her way back out again. Take these cars, set them over to 805 track. Oh, another freight train going by there. Over there, I can't. Oh, no, there we go. Got another train going there. RailBlender's still sitting there. Alright, we're gonna hop off the switch right here. There we go. Let this train roll right on out onto the lead. Okay. Line that switch right back for 805 track, and I think we're lined for 805 still, so we're good there. We can go ahead and bring this train on back. Yeah? No? Yeah? Maybe? Nothing. Okay. There we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, we don't want to go too fast now because we're going to be tying onto those cars here. Train Simulator's really sensitive about those things. You got to be very careful. Don't want to go too fast now. There we go. All right. Yeah, now we just gotta shove this whole section ahead. All of these cars need to get pushed into the clear, so that's what we're gonna do. All right, moving ahead. You can hear that GP9 working now, huh? Look at it. It's finally getting a workout. And then after this, we're going to save our progress because I'm afraid that if we don't, we're going to derail again. Keep going. You can keep going. A little bit more. I think we got her. Yeah, it's good. Just go over to the coupler. There we go. Alright, so we uncoupled from that. And oh, I hear a train. I hear another train. off in the distance there. I think that's Amtrak coming through there. That's the, yeah, there's the California Zephyr rolling by, going by the RailBlazer that's just been kind of chilling over there. All right, back to what we were doing. We're gonna back this engine up, go into our next task. So we did the first task, even though it doesn't want to say that we did it. It's probably because we're doing it from the wrong side of the yard, to be honest. But that's fine. We're gonna, okay, so we're gonna get ourselves collected here, and we're gonna hit save. One thing that we're gonna do, yeah, we want to save the progress. Please save the progress. Okay. I did it. I did do it. You're... Alright. So... we coupled to the 10 cars in 34, we put them on 805, and then drop off those 10 cars. We did that. So we're on step 6 now, which is coupled to the 17 cow wagons to the back of our engine, which is that 1830 GP9 switcher. Roper yard track 33, and then we're going back to 805 track. So again, we're gonna grab 33 track, put it to 805, and it looks like we're grabbing 32 track after that, and those are going to 805. Dropping those cars off. 31 track after that, and then we're going to go to 805. That's it. That's the whole activity. So we really, we could group all this together now. Instead of doing it that way, we'll go to, sorry, I lost my place here. All right, 34 track is done. We're on 33 track. Let's take 33 track to 32 track to 31 track and set everything over to 805, and that'll be that. And then the train is built. That's what we were doing in this activity, and I'm pretty sure that basically it's going to be 3 tracks to double, and I'm sure it's all 3 of these. So that's what we're doing now. We're putting all of these tracks together, and we're going to go ahead and then set all that over to 805. So in order to do that, we're just going to double it all together. We don't even need this guy anymore. Now that we've got the pattern down, we don't need this driving, no, not the driving interface, but the driver's guide. We're going to take all that off. And look at the rain went away. It's clear now. Drying up a little bit. We can take that rain jacket off. Let's go ahead and start making our double. We're going to double those 3 tracks, set them all over. That is what we're going to do here. That is what we're going to do. I will not get the points for it, unfortunately, but I'm going to have the satisfaction of knowing that I did it the best way possible. The train simulator can't seem to agree with that. I feel like that's their issue, not mine. We got to go to this track here, so I think we're set for that move. Got to line this switch, and we've got to line this switch. I'm going to do it in that order. I'm going to go into this track, tie onto that, then I'm going to come back out and tie onto the track next to it, and then so on, and then put it all back over to 805 track after that. That's how we're going to do this. Here we go. Coming ahead. Again, going too fast in this is not good. You want to make sure you're slowing down. And you want to make sure you're coupling to the cars at about 3 to 4 miles per hour in this. That is the goal. And we're doing okay so far. Doing okay. Put that brake on. Alright. Oops. Coupling up. We're good. Give it a stretch. Looks like we're good there. Alright, backing up. Technical sense, we're backing up. Since the front of this engine appears to be the short hood, we are technically backing the train up right now, even though we're pulling it. I think that should be good. We're gonna gain some speed going. For some reason, it doesn't take much to gain speed on this. Yeah, we're doing it. We're finally making some progress here, even though Train Simulator is not going to count it. We're making some progress. All right. Once we come past that switch right there, we can go ahead and stop the train. Got that switch lined up for the right track. And we can start coming back ahead. Go ahead and back it up. Go ahead, back it up. Not to confuse you, just go ahead and back it up. There we go. See? Doing it from this end of the yard works, it just doesn't want to register. It does not want to acknowledge that I had the better idea. Let's see, I gotta back up a little bit so I can see where I'm at. Okay. 7 miles an hour. Doing 7 miles an hour. Not too bad. Just kind of keep it going. Well, 3 cars away. Did I slow down too much? Maybe I should also take this opportunity again to save the activity so that we don't go too much. And then now we're just coasting at this point, so half a car, 20 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet, that'll do. All right. Okay. Now, another thing to maybe pay attention to at this next move is that we're going to be strung out pretty far on that lead. And we got to make sure that we don't have any other opposing switches up there that could hurt us. We got a red signal too, where I'm sure Train Simulator's not gonna let me go past that. So I'm gonna have to kind of double check on that. I don't know if we'll have enough room to get the entire train, but definitely want to make sure the switches are lined up the right way. So that one should be a good switch. And then that switch looks good too. Let's see. Yeah, it was in the right position before. So that's going to bring us out onto the lead and hopefully be enough to clear that switch. Maybe I should. We'll see how far we go. Once we've made that next move, we'll know how much room we've got versus how many cars we've got left to string out. So start bringing this train ahead. Actually, this is reverse. We got to back up. Here we go. And got the whole train moving now. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's going to be cutting it close, that's for sure. Our switches, just really want to pay attention to that. It looks like we're good now. Those switches are all lined up. That's a good switch. Yeah. Hey, Amtrak. The other Amtrak train. Oops. Okay. All right. Ooh. A little too close. Okay, so we're almost to... Almost there. Almost there. But not quite. Still need a little bit more. Alright, that should be it. Line that switch, and we'll line this switch. Oops, there we go. And we're going to have to line this switch as well. There we go. That gives us a route right onto that section there. Okay. And if we look at this way... Oops. Alright, so I don't know if we have enough room to get that last set of cars and not pass that signal. Don't think so. Don't think we do. It's going to be cutting it close. You know what we'll do, though? I got it. If we don't have enough room to make that move, then we shall... Yeah, so if we don't, we'll just cut off and make one extra move if we have to. So, okay, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. So, tie on. Oops. I want to jump off right here because what I do want to see is just how much room. We actually probably will have enough room to do this move, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't think that's going to be an issue. We shall see. We shall see. But we will have done exactly what this game was, or this scenario was supposed to do. Which is to get all these cars doubled together. That was the entire purpose of this scenario, was to double these cars together. So I think we're going to be good. That'll do ya. There we go. Okay, we got a pretty long string of cars here now too, so this is going to be... They're empty though, so that shouldn't be an issue. But we're good to pull ahead. This time, we need to be in the cab. Whoa, still raining in here. Oh man. And the wipers are off. Why are the wipers off? Let's open these windows. We're going to have to do this move from the cab because we really have to pay attention to what's going on up here. So, can I open this door? No, darn it. I can have a head out view though, we'll just do that. It's still raining inside the cab. on that engine. It's a good horn on this engine. It's you can do the short little blasts on it. That's nice. Yeah, RailBlazer is still sitting here. And he is going to be late. I feel like he should have had his career change or whatever was taking place there. I know he had to wait on Amtrak, but man. Doing okay. Doing okay so far. When I get to that signal, we'll stop and we'll save the game again. And I still can't see out of this, and I have the wipers. There we go. Let's see how we're doing on the room. I'm gonna go ahead and just bring this train to a stop real quick. So let's go back to the conductor's end of the train here. Did we have room? Oh my gosh, we had room. Did we? I think we left those cars in there. What the heck, man? I saw a couple together. Okay. Alright. Made a bad joint. Alright. Okay, we gotta go back and tie on them to them again. Let's see. My gosh, we did. We left them right there. Alright. So much for testing that stretch there, huh? Alright, we're gonna go back and do this one more time. This is so unprofessional. So unprofessional. Alright. Oh, I gotta go back here. Man, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? It's a car shop. Like, what's going inside that car shop? You can't fit anything in there. You can't fit a high cube boxcar or an auto rack. You couldn't fit many cars in that track. We're slow down just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Alright. It's not doing too bad. We're gonna double up. Man, what happened? Coming in hot. Now we're coming in a little hot. Alright. Alright, we're gonna have to make sure that we got the pin to drop this time, so... Oh, we can go, we can go. Everyone's scared at this point. Scared to make a mistake. All right. So we coupled. We've coupled to it now. We got to stretch it. I was so worried about making that, getting headroom that I didn't pay attention to. All right, back them up. Let's see if we got that. No, didn't. Okay. So, gotta find out what's that. What's that? What was that all about? I don't know. I feel like I'm always learning something here. All right. There we go. Back them up. Should be good. Okay, I feel like that should have done it. Let me go to coupler view. I don't know. Let's see. So, did I do it or did I not do it? So, what does this mean? Does that mean that it's... Is there a different symbol for when it is coupled together? Let's see. Yeah, so that's to uncouple. This is to couple. But it's not working. Why won't you couple together? Okay. Let's try it some more here. Come on, we can do it. Interesting. So... Yeah, look at that. It's like it doesn't want to couple together. And, you know, that isn't... Interesting. This is this is actually pretty realistic then, so this happens in real life, but I feel like it shouldn't happen in the game. Okay. I gotta figure that out. Try it again. Okay. Still not wanting to work. Yeah, does not want to work. Okay. It's kind of weird. You'll uncouple, but you won't couple together. Let's go ahead and... Interesting. Still don't have it. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and put these cars over on that other track and then come back to these guys and find out what the heck's going on. We have to get the car shop involved with this move. Who knows? but all right, buddy, let's go ahead. Okay. Does not want to couple together. I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. Now, I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but, you know, you can really hear that wind. Like, it's really howling out there. And keep going. Keep going. We can keep going. Come on. There we go. One car. Just need one more car. Line that switch, and then we can go on back and tie onto these cars here. There we go. I do not know why those cars would not couple together, and it's just so weird. All the things. Of all the things that could have gone wrong, that was not something that I expected. And I was expecting a whole lot. I really was. All right, that should do it. Okay. So I just wonder, are these cars, they're not coupling together either. Yeah, they're not wanting to couple from this end of the yard. When I go to my settings, is there something in here that I'm missing? I don't think there is. Options, camera options. No, I don't want to restart. I'll save it while we're here. Okay. Because if you're gonna set it up so that you can couple cars together, yeah, so like if I'm here, I should be able to couple cars together, and I'm just not able to for some reason. Which kind of makes me think I'm not going to be able to couple to that last cut of cars either, but anyway. Let's go ahead and shove these cars in, so I guess, you know, what else are you supposed to do? Can't couple. Alright, moving ahead. We're going to shove ahead into this track. And that GP9's really working now. Man, it might have been a little tough with all those cars anyway, so yeah. I mean, I still think it could have done it. I think a GP9 is able to handle that. There are a bunch of empties. Doing okay so far. Looks like we got room at that end. It looks like we're still doing good on room at that end of the yard. Just really working it. Really working it. It's a big string of cars too. Sounds like race cars. Oh, you know, it's probably because they don't have air on them either. You can hear them just squealing. That being the case, we should probably shove these cars as far down as possible. Yeah, I should probably shove these cars. Say the RailBlender's still there. Look at that. Still sitting there. Just hanging out. He's just vibing. Just vibing over there. Not in a hurry. There's us. There's just us coming down to ground level now. I'll bring it right on up to here, and then that should give me the room I need in this track. Maybe go a little bit further back right here. That's what we're looking for. This is what we're looking for. Yeah, I am not going over 5 right now. Just need a little bit of space in the track. I think we're going to have it now. Okay. That should do it right there. Let's see. Let's go back up to the head end. Alright. Let's see. How much room did that leave us? Oh yeah, you can actually just kind of compare the tracks next to each other there. See, we just will have enough room for those cars if I can even couple them together. So we're going to uncouple from that. And if I can't, then it sounds like a problem for the car shop. We're just going to have to end the activity there, because I'm not going to be able to do anything if I can't do it from that end. I just don't get why I can't couple together now. Because I was coupling together just fine. So I just don't understand why that didn't work. But we'll be okay once we get these last cars tied on. Always using that brake. We're gonna go back and try to make a joint. Okay. Will you work? Yeah, see, that worked just fine. So we tied on it, and it was just, yeah, all right. Okay, moving ahead. Or backward, I guess. Technically going backward. 'Alright, so... Ooh. Making me dizzy. About 8 cars to go. Four cars to go. Two cars. One car to go. Half a car. That'll do you. Line that switch, and we can make our last move. Let's hang on to that track. One last look at this beautiful GP9. All right, and then let's go ahead and Let's go ahead. Actually, we actually are going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and go ahead. Doing okay. All right. Getting close to the end here. And we're down to coupling speed. All right. About 10 feet, 5 feet. That will do ya. Cool, so those coupled together just fine. Huh, okay. I don't know what the heck was going on. We'll do one more thing. We're gonna do one little bonus activity before the end of this. I want to see if we can kick cars. Yeah, we're good. I want to try to kick this car into this track. So, man, why do you... It's very dramatic. Okay. You saw that bounce, man. Okay. So we're going to back up just a little bit, and I want to see if I can kick this car. See how cool the physics, or how good the physics are in this game. So maybe from right there, we'll go a little bit further. I want to see if we can kick cars. All right. Can we even uncouple cars in motion? That's really the trick here. Is can we even uncouple cars in motion? So, let's see. So we should probably be in this. Man, look at that! Look at that shine. It's like it just got a brand new paint job. It's beautiful looking. So we're going to try to uncouple in motion here, and to do that I need to make sure I can even... So that's still there right now, but will it be there in a second when I'm moving ahead? Can I uncouple it? Maybe if I uncouple now... No, because it'll just couple back together, I think. So we're going to give it a nice little push. And... yeah, you're still there. So it wanted to couple back. Okay, so that didn't work, but I think that might have been my fault. Let's try it again. Doesn't want to work. I guess what I expected to happen was that it would possibly just stop. But I didn't expect the couplers just not to want to, because you're kind of moving into it, so it's like I want to be like that. Just like that. Okay. There we go. That's awesome. No, see, it still stopped. Okay, okay. So, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It seemed like it kind of did it, but anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up. We did what the the driver's guide told us to do. We completed all of these steps, which was to basically take the cars from track 35, the cars from track 34, and 33, and so on, and put them all on 805 track, which is exactly what we did. We put them on 805 track. They don't want to give me credit for it because I think I did it from the wrong end of the yard, but in theory, you would do it from the yard, or the end of the yard that cars were closest to, because that's a lot of extra moves to go back and forth, and I think that is, it takes away from the realism of the game to do it that way, and it just sucks that you can't get credit for it. But who knows, I could be missing something, and as far as I could be missing something, like as far as, you know, maybe I wasn't doing something right and it would have worked, and, you know, who knows. But for the sake of that switching scenario, I didn't get credit for it, but I did do what it asked me to do, which was to put all those cars in that track. So maybe we'll try this again, and I'm going to count this as a success. This was a success, at least in my view. It was a success. You know, let me know what you think, but I think we did pretty good. And that RailBlender's still sitting there, man. It's not going anywhere. Just hanging out, aren't you? Okay. That will do it for this. We're going to go ahead and exit. I'm not going to save this time. We're good there. Here we are. Didn't get any experience points or anything, but you know what? I enjoyed it, and it was fun, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. And again, this was just kind of a bonus stream, just because, you know, I failed last night trying to switch the cars, and I wanted to give it a second go, and we did, and I think we did pretty good. And I don't know, we technically did it. We did technically do it. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Should I have played by the rules and gone the opposite way? And you know what? Maybe what they were trying to do was make it so that you set the cars into the track all the way at the far end, so that you weren't handling too many cars at once. I can get that side of it, but that GP9 can handle it. They're all empty cars. It could have handled that whole train. It wouldn't have gone very fast, but it would have handled it. So as far as like the physics end of it, that's great. Now, as far as doubling trains like that together, that's realistic. You have to do stuff like that to build a train. I would really like to have a scenario where we just take manifest cars, box cars, tank cars, everything mixed together, and then sorted them out. You know, onesie twosies here to this track and over to this track to like classify, you know, a cut of cars. That would be fun, and I'd really like to do that. So maybe if I can't find it, maybe I could make it myself and make an activity that we could then do on this stream. If that's something that you would like, please let me know, because it's going to be a learning curve for me, but I'll do it, and I'm tempted to. I'm going to do another bonus stream that will cover the Soldier Summit, the Salt Lake City section of the route in another video, because we really do have to get out and ride this line because it is really cool looking. So that is something that we will definitely do. I guess just kind of to play around here, we got a few extra minutes. Let's just do one of these railfan activities. I don't know exactly what this would be, but maybe you're just watching trains, so that would be pretty cool if that's what it was. It's probably what I'd be better at anyway, since actually driving the trains is still kind of a task for me. So yeah, let's continue. Yes, sorry, it's getting some errors here. So welcome to Railfan mode. Use various cameras to photograph passing trains by pressing Control S on the keyboard. Zoom in and out by scrolling up the mouse wheel. For a better angle, press pause to freeze time and then move the camera to a new location. That's pretty cool. All right. And so, can I like free roam or can I like fly with this? Can I can fly. And look at that, we already got a train coming. That's cool. All right. Not going to blow the horn for the crossings, though, probably. No. Man, look at it looks like he's walking in place. Or is he getting closer? We got to get back. He's coming. He looks like he's got something to say. He wants to talk to me. Get out of the way, but yeah. Wow. So we can just kind of roll around and just check things out. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Maybe we could do a stream doing this. So again, I think I can kind of fly, and that's kind of what I want to do now. So is this is Provo Yard? Another train coming there. Like, I don't really want to take pictures, I just kind of want to see what's going on in the yard here. Really zoom out here. All right. Mountains in the background. Some big mountains. All right. I think that's a cemetery over there. Yeah. It's a big cemetery. Very cool looking. Is this, that's a loaded coal train there. 2 loaded coal trains. Yeah, 2 in a row. Very cool. Right. So then I can just kind of free roam around the map then? That's what I'd really like to... No? No? It's like, am I stuck? Can't go any further? Can I go back this way? I can't, so I can't go any further in that direction. Kind of weird. Can I just, am I like stuck staying right around here? Or can I move further out? Amtrak. Because that's kind of what I wanted to do, is I wanted to use that just to go out and look at the... Yeah, it's like you're keeping me stuck in this one little area. I want to go out there. Huh, okay. Can't go very far. Yeah, can't go very far that way. Okay. So then we have to go back. Let's go back over here. Interesting. Interesting. Can't go that way. Doesn't really want us to go in any of these directions, it seems like. Just kind of ends over there. That's a big yard. It's a pretty big yard. Yeah, I can't go very far on this map. I cannot go very far. Oh well. That was just kind of a little bonus there. And we will hit... and we'll just quit. Alright. And that'll do it for us, I think. We'll end it there. We had a pretty good time, so... Again, if you have any suggestions for me, you know, go ahead and let me know. Because we will check them out and try to you know, make things a little bit more interesting. And in the meantime, thank you for watching. I will be back on Monday for another stream. That'll do it for me. Thank you.